A lot of you Tom and Jerry built bitches are making YouTube a little bit too hard for me. I'm tired of being called all type of faggot niggers and y'all saying that I like to wear my sister's shirts out. Also, being gay is a little bit too stressful. I decided that I cannot be out here fucking your boyfriends and your fathers like that all the time, you know. Psych, bitch, that's your nigga calling me right now.
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
Before we really get into all the topics at hand, I wanted to let you guys know that if you go to fortheculturepodcast.com, episode 2 of our podcast entitled Fail Bills and Crack Pipes is online now. I want you guys to go on over after you watch this video and take a listen. We took a really long time after episode 1 to really analyze the reception. You guys loved it. The support was overwhelming. So make sure you go, as I said, fortheculturepodcast.com. On the website is all of our social media. Go ahead and follow the podcast. We want to update you every single time we have a new episode out. Our plan is to release 2 times every month, so we want to go ahead and keep the ball rolling. The momentum has been sickening. We worked on this for quite a while, and I am happy that it's finally out here and slaying and snatching edges. Let me tell you something about April Fools. First of all, you hoes are disrespectful as hell to have this silly ass holiday on my birthday month. I'm so sick of you hoes trying to push people down cliffs talking about April Fools. I'm sick of you bitches trying to drop whole cars on hoes and kill bitches. April Fools, no bitch. April Fools supposed to be a cute light jab like Google Maps. They put on something where you could play Pac-Man on the streets that you're close to. Like, that's a cute little April Fool's joke. Like, okay, I'm getting someone to sit on a whoopee cushion or something. Don't be out here telling me that your auntie and your mama died in some tragic ass car accident and then a samurai teleported into your household and then killed your dog too, all on the same day. Like, bitch, I'm tired of that shit. Leave my birthday month alone. I'm about to be 23 on April 19th. Let me live for a second. This trash ass April Fool's. I'm going to stay my ass inside this Justin's house right now because I am visiting Atlanta. I'm gonna stay inside the house so you bitches are not out here trying to pop people's tires talking about April Fools, because we're gonna get to fighting it. Okay? Keep y'all April Fool's jokes simple and cute, bitch, because if not, I'm going to stomp on your throat. Now, girls, you know we have to go ahead and start out with the biggest story. We have Mike Flynn's Frosty the Snowman built, because it looks like if I stick his ass out into the sun for too long, his ass might melt. But bitch, it seems like he literally cannot take the heat the way that he quickly popped his hands up in the classroom and, oh, bitch, can I have immunity? I'll tell, but bitch, as long as I don't get in trouble too. Bitch, let me tell you something. Wasn't Mike Flynn's dusty bookshelf built ass on somebody's podium talking about lock her up? His lawyers say, oh, well, girl, he has a story that he wants to tell, like we in church or some shit, like he about to give some type of testimony. Girl, if you don't sit your ass down, the offering plate hasn't even come around yet, because if it had, they're going to take everything that you have. They're going to snatch every coin that you have. The offering plate hasn't even come around yet. His ass wants to be up here giving somebody's testimony. And bitch, I can imagine there's gonna be one of those testimonies that you hungry and shit, you want this bitch to sit the fuck down because he's not spilling. Like, girl, the FBI said, girl, the Senate, all them hoes said, girl, we are not really that much interested in all that bullshit that you have to say, sweetheart. It's not going to kill us to not give your ass immunity and leave your story out of it. So if you want to go ahead and plead the fifth and do some dumb shit, that's your prerogative, sweetheart. But at the end of the day, what the federal agencies are really telling me by refusing his immunity deal is that they already have all the a lot of the evidence that they need. Maybe they're missing a few key pieces, but they already have all the keys set in place, unlike Alicia Keys, because a lot of the time she seems to have the wrong one. They have all the keys set in place, and they're ready to unlock the fucking doors on that, release the Kraken on that ass, they're sending the Leviathan out on that ass. They have everything that they need, and Mike Flynn is just going to have to stay pressed about it. It's very interesting, though, how scripts like to flip in the Republican Party, because before they were talking about, girl, but why would you need...
Girl, well, why would you need an immunity, dear girl? If you're not guilty, girl, immunity automatically, bam, bam, immunity automatically means guilty, bam, bam, pop, boom, boom, pop, boom. Immunity means guilty, yes, ma'am, bitch.
But all of a sudden, girl, now we have these idiots on CNN. Girl, it doesn't automatically mean guilty. Girl, what you bitches just saying this shit yesterday? You hoes were talking about lock her up. Bitch, if you need to make a deal, that means you're a criminal. And then all of a sudden, Mike Flynn's like, well, girl, can I have some of that immunity cake too, sis, that you hoes were eating? Girl, sit your ass the fuck down. And Donald Trump's tractor tire built ass was also up there kikiing, bitch. He said,
bam, criminals, bitch, bam. They want immunity, bam, hot, boom, boom, cat, boom. Immunity means guilty, bitch.
But all of a sudden, bitch, yes, nothing, girl, he should ask for immunity. He's on Twitter. He should ask for immunity, girl. Because this whole thing is a witch hunt, and I would be scared if something happened to, essentially, I would be scared if something happened to him. Like, girl, Donald Trump is out here hoping, like, girl, if I say this shit about Mike Flynn, hopefully he won't throw my ass under the bus. That's probably why the federal agencies are like, girl, no, we're not taking this trash ass testimony, girl. We got the keys. You hoes ain't about to collude, bitch, just like you over here riding Russia's dick. We're going to get the straight facts, bitch. And you can just see the fear in Donald Trump's eyes, the trepidation, as he walked into an executive order signing ceremony and did not sign the goddamn executive order, bitch. What's going on? He literally went up there and said 2 sentences, I think it was, and rushed on out. Like how I was rushing out the bathroom when I heard somebody come in while I was in school messing with trade in the stalls. You see what I'm saying? I was rushing out the bathroom. He rushed out that Oval Office so motherfucking quick when they start asking him the questions that they really wanted to hear, bitch. He didn't give a fuck. There was a whole ass executive order on the dot. Bitch, he said, bitch, Mike Flynn, if you don't get that shit, we got to go. It's too many bumblebees in here. They're about to sting my ass, bitch, and I'm already a bloated bitch. I don't need no more swelling on my goddamn face and cheeks and shit like that. You need to pick up this executive order and take your ass on out. Bitch, he did not even sign the shit that the press came there to take pictures of his ass signing it. Girl, they dragged his ass for a cute minute and he couldn't take the heat, bitch. And I was screaming. Then he went on to goddamn Twitter to say, well, girl, y'all need to stop talking about this Russia and Trump shit. The hoes need to just focus on the Obama administration spying on my ass, girl. I feel hurt. Once upon a time, you could change all the news cycles with a dumbass tweet like that. You really could. But now, I don't know what your publicist is telling you to go ahead and try and deflect, focus attention somewhere else. You are not Francis from House of Cards, bitch. You do not know how to finesse like that, sweetheart. Maybe it worked for your ass in the past where you could do some dumb shit, some treasonous shit, and get reporters to ignore that shit and focus on something else. But now it's not working, especially with this whole Mike Flynn immunity shit like that. I don't know if I have to contact Miss Frizzle because somebody's about to be thrown under the bus, bitch. The magic school bus on your ass. As I said before, this is the whole reason why we didn't want his Teletubby built ass in the goddamn office. We done told your ass that he's dangerous, sweetheart, but y'all just thought it was a goddamn game, bitch. And maybe you thought it was a cute game of Monopoly on a Sunday night, but it turned out it was a whole ass Jumanji game, bitch. And you bitches are about to die. They're big ass bugs about to sting your ass and kill your ass. You got to run through all types of jungles and shit. You thought it was a cute ass game of checkers on a Monday night with some wine, bitch, and it turned out that it was some type of Spy Kids 3D type of shit, bitch, like the Matrix type of shit. This ain't no goddamn game like that. Well, we've been trying to tell you, and people like Maxine Waters have been trying to tell you, and I loved how Miss Maxine Waters responded to Bill O'Reilly and that other pizza dough built ass bitch in the face, talking about she smoking crack and she got on James Brown wigs and shit like that. I love how she responded. She was just like, but girl, we all know what happens when a woman, especially black women, speak. She said, truth to power. I said, come on, sweetheart. She said, I'm a strong black woman. I'm not going to get distracted by their comments. We already know their checkered past. That's what she said. We have to focus on the issues at hand and the issues of the country. She said, Bill O'Reilly. I love how Miss Maxine talks. She said, Bill O'Reilly. She's like, girl, I don't have time to be worried about his ass. Miss Maxine, I've seen a couple interviews of her, and she seems to be very invested, especially in millennials, because she sees how other politicians are not able to reach them. And she said, well, girl, all you have to do to reach the millennials is to tell the damn truth. And she's correct about that, because a lot of these hoes like to sugarcoat shit. No, we don't have time for cute, turn the other cheek type of bullshit, bitch. We are a political war, girl. We need a warrior, and Maxine's out here dragging. No matter how many times these racist hoes try to put her down, she's out here telling you hoes the truth, and I am living. So Beyonce is supposed to play Nala in the Lion King remake. Now, for those of you who may be new to my channel, y'all know that my favorite artist ever in the world to have ever existed is Beyonce. I stan this woman. I always feel like I embody her whenever I get drunk and go to somebody's club, when in all reality I probably look like a chicken on cocaine while dancing. So you know what I mean? I love this woman to death. I want to meet her one day, but girl, we're gonna have to be honest. We're going to have to be honest. There's certain things that I can't do. You know what I mean? I can't have a girlfriend. I can't be heterosexual. I can't shop in the men's section. There's just certain things that I can't do. You know, and I've accepted that. My gay ass just can't like pussy. It's just, there's certain things set in stone that my ass can't do. Now, when Beyonce started acting, I was like, girl, all these people around me want to drag your ass, and I'm standing up for you, girl, and you gonna start acting. So I was like, okay, you know, she didn't do that bad and obsessed and shit like that. I don't know. I love her to death. Beyonce, you gonna have to really work hard, and you're gonna say, well, girl, she's behind the screen, she's gonna be a voice actor or some shit like that. That's all good and dandy, and I thought it was gonna be fine and epic when she did, you know, she was just a cartoon girl. I could even tell she couldn't act while she was being a voice of a cartoon. I was like, girl, Beyonce, So what I need for Beyonce to do, if you're gonna be in, now let me tell you something. If she wanted to be just on the soundtrack, there's no problem. If she wanna slay the girls with a sickening ass circle of life type of tease, bitch, give the girls I just can't wait to be king type of tease, bitch. If you just wanted to be on the soundtrack, that would be one thing. But girl, you going to have to do some type of extensive ass acting classes. And I know, as I said, even though your face might not be on the screen and it's gonna be some type of lion CGI, it's gonna be your voice, sis. And I can still tell that you couldn't act when Epic came on, girl. You might have done your best, sweetheart, but I did my best to be straight, and here we are. I love you, girl, but you gonna have to, girl, you gonna have to step into somebody's office. You gonna have to do some type of rigorous ass training, bitch. I don't know what the T is, cause sis, I don't wanna log onto Twitter when the movie's released one day and have to drag all these hoes that are dragging you because it sounds like you're reading the phone book when you're actually acting out like a scene of somebody dying or some shit. Like, girl, I want you to slay the girls, but please don't let me have to drag these bitches when the movie come out, girl. The director said he's willing to work with your ass, but you also need to find a acting coach that's also willing to work with your ass to put up with your schedule, bitch, because I do not want to have to drag these people when they come in my mansions talking about, oh, well, Beyonce's your queen now, look how she sounds so bad and like her. Please, girl, I beg you. Kendrick Lamar's Humble sparked a lot of debate on social media, and a lot of it had to do with misogyny. So when I first watched the video, I was like, okay, girl, this is cute. At first glance, I thought that the part where Kendrick Lamar was talking about Photoshop and shit like that, I thought that it could be seen as empowering, but a lot of black women did not interpret it that way, and so I sat my black male ass down and listened to what the fuck they had to say, because that's the whole point of my goddamn channel, just because I don't see some shit. As a black man, there's certain things that I may have overlooked while I was watching the video. So as I took into account what these women were saying online, I came to understand their point of view. Well, first, one of his lyrics that really was sparking a lot of the debate was, I'm so fucking sick and tired of the Photoshop. Show me something natural like Afro on Richard. Is that how you pronounce his name? Show me something natural like ass with some stretch marks. But anyway, so he's talking about show me something natural like an Afro on Richard. And Mr. Richard did not have no goddamn hair like the light-skinned woman that he had in his video. I think that was one of the arguments. Like, he had hair like this, sweetie. So if you're gonna talk about you want to see something natural like X, Y, and Z, put X, Y, and Z in your goddamn video. And then even though he said he was sick and tired of the Photoshop, the side-by-side thing, if you watch the video, the side-by-side thing had one part of the girl's face with makeup and one part without. So then that brought on a whole new debate about how he's kind of looking through this through one lens. And it really does take multiple perspectives to analyze beauty standards when it comes to first woman and then black woman. It's this whole thing. You can't just say, well, girl, I'm so tired of seeing Photoshop and makeup and shit like that. Like, girl, if black women don't put on makeup or don't alter their looks, y'all gonna drag them, especially on Twitter. Y'all love to drag them on social media. Because believe it or not, black women's value is oftentimes placed on their beauty. And then everything else, like their passions and their intelligence, comes secondary. So they get dragged if they don't have makeup on, if they don't get Photoshop done. And then they get dragged if they do. They get dragged if they wear their hair naturally and it's seen as some type of political statement when many times it may not be that. Just because I grow my hair the way that it literally naturally grows out of my goddamn scalp, it does not mean I'm trying to be political. So they get dragged if they wear their hair naturally, and they get dragged if they put in weave because it's fake, and people like Kendrick Lamar and so sick and tired of Photoshop, they want to see something natural. And then there were other arguments saying that, well, girl, Kendrick has in the past been very empowering to black women and things like that, but in the same breath, I think that his critique on Photoshop and naturalness or whatever was very limited because he did not explore all the nuances that comes with being a black woman and what type of standards you are held to and how those standards may change from day to damn day. So yes, at first glance when I saw the video, I was like, okay, girl, I'm trying to empower the girls and shit like that, but I had to sit my ass down, as I said, because I don't have a vagina. I had to sit my ass down and really digest what these black women were saying and how things like these, statements like these, affect their everyday life. And I was like, okay, girls, I think that black men can do a better job when it comes to really trying to understand all of the factors that go into into black women living their everyday life. Y'all can't just point to one thing and then just say, okay, well, girl, that's that. That's all I had to say on that. We're moving forward. It's more complicated than that usually, and that's why I sat my ass down and listened. What do you guys think about what Kendrick Lamar said? And I'm not a diehard fan, so I haven't listened to a lot of his music, to be honest, so there may be other messages in his songs that I haven't heard. So just tell me what you guys thought about that.
Somewhere over in Russia, Putin cries, 'cause we're dragging his ass and all of the treasonous spies.
Have a good evening.